Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to do a junk journal video today. I'm going to start a new junk journal series based around the country diary of an Edwardian lady. I've got 4 copies here, and I've actually got another one that's sitting on my windowsill in the sunshine to take the musty smell away. So I think it's about time I actually chop one up. I bought the first one and it was like, there's no way that's chopping up. And so I bought a second one so I could chop it up. And then I went in charity shop and I found another one, and on exactly the same day I found another one. So I've had 4 for a while. And then at the weekend I found another one. So it's like, get them chopped. So I've gone through, and these 2 are sort of the early editions. They're sort of 1977, and then these are sort of later editions. I think one's the 80s and one's the 90s. So I thought I'd cut up the newer ones and keep the old ones intact so they can go back on my shelf. So yeah, so this one is the 27th impression in 1994. So yeah, I'm going to cut this one up. So if you've never seen an Edith Holden book, they're just stunning. So this was her diary. She would do these lovely paintings of things around her. I've never read it, I have to say. Beautiful writing. I've even bought the book that sort of is about her life as well. And I may read it one day. I don't tend to read very much, to be honest. So, yeah, I thought let's get it chopped. Now, the easiest way to chop a book is to take it away from the cover. And then I've done it, and there's no turning back. I'm going to keep the dust cover because I might use that for something. But I think I have done a video on where I've sort of taken the book block, this bit, away from the cover. But I'm going to do that now, and then it's done. And there's no turning back then, is there? So I need a craft knife. Well, that was well prepared. Jez, you've kind of not got your craft knife handy. I've got this one handy, which I don't like so much. But there we go, we'll use it. So, you kind of open the cover back and you can see where you've got a little bit of a gap there. And you want to get down the side of the book there without cutting into the back cover, so that you're just going down this bit here. I think the first time I did it on a book, I did actually cut right through the cover. So just chopping down here. Once you got the first side off, the second side's a bit easier. And if you had a decent craft knife, it would probably work. And this one's not too, it probably just needs the blades changing. It does move sometimes. So now we've started. Might make getting down here a bit easier. There we go. Hey, done it. And then we just take this side off. And then it just makes cutting the pages, getting the pages out much easier. You're less likely to rip into any of the beautiful pictures. Because often when you rip a book out, page out of a book that's still bound, you don't get the full page out. So there we go. That's the cover. I think that's quite a nice, it's a bigger than a normal journal I do, because book covers make really nice journal covers. It is a bit bigger than I would normally make, but I have an idea that I might make something to hold little bits of ephemera or sort of stamps and things, and this would actually be a nice cover to do that with. So that's my thoughts there on that. So now, just put my craft knife away before I do myself an injury. So now that's the wrong way around. It's much easier now to pull the pages out, and you're less likely to rip them. You'll get like the full page, so you can pull them off like that and you get full page. That's a really nice colour, that, for backing tags and things. So there, you see we've got the full page there, and that would have been difficult. I have thoughts about making some sort of planner and using these pages that you've got one for each month of the year would be nice front page of a planner. So yeah, so you've got pages where you've got beautiful pictures on both sides, and then you've got pages where you've got writing on both sides, and I do think the writing's quite lovely. Just move up there, exposing my messy desk underneath here. So I'm going to use this sheet here, and we're going to make something. So there we go. That is the start of me ripping it up. So I'm going to do some corner pockets. Where's me samples of what I've been doing yet? So what I've been doing is having a play. I watched Natasha from Treasure Books, and she was making these corner pockets. Let me get a little tag that I've made. There we go. And so she was making these, so I watched a video and I sort of had a go. So they were out of designer series paper, and this was out of a book page. So these ones have the sides open, so it could be on a page and you could have it as a tuck spot where you just tucked things in. And then I made other versions. Then I made a bigger version, and I've glued the ends in so they make like proper pockets. And so something like that could be stuck on a page, and you can make a pocket behind. So that would be 1. Then we've got there 2, 3, 4. You've got a bit of a tuck going up, and you even got, I thought I made a little like lollipop thing. Let me find a bit of card, stick in there. You can even poke something up there. So that's option. You can just leave that as it is, but I folded it back and put a little eyelet in, which gave it sort of a nice, good place for doing a bit of a tuck there. So there. So I thought we'd make one of those. Okay, there's loads and loads of videos on making these, and I say I used, I looked at Natasha from Treasure Books. I looked at others as well, and they're all kind of a similar vein. So yeah, now you could cut down that to make it neat, or you can leave it as it is. Quite like leaving it as it is. Now it's got writing on, so if you're bothered about writing and it being upside down, then you maybe need to sort of think about this a bit. So we're going to fold it in half longer ways. So I'm not too bothered about this, so I'm just leaving it the way it is. Now what Natasha did was she folded this one up and didn't quite touch the top. You can touch the top, it's entirely up to you. You get different looks to your pocket depending on whether or not you go all the way to the top. I went all the way to the top in this one. I just liked the neatness of that. I went all the way to the top in that one, and that obviously that's what I preferred. I didn't leave a gap in any of them, so we're going all the way to the top. I thought I did one the other way. I must have just looked at it and went, nah, I'm a bit of a neat freak. Although you'd never believe it if you looked in my room. And I do like things to be a little bit more precise. So I'm giving them a good burnish. So I'm not bothered about the roughness on that side. And then I'm folding down. And then we fold that one, fold that the other way, leaving sort of eyeballing, so you've got a nice like space. Want it to be kind of even, so I want to make sure that we've got that's the same level as that, so we've got a sort of a 90-degree angle there, and then we should have an even bit round there. And then we do the same with this one, so that's going to come down, trying to make the gap there about the same. So again, we want to make sure it is like a 90-degree angle. We're going to fold it back the other way now that we've got it, and then you can leave that back one as is, so that could be stuck to a page, and then you've got a full pocket there. Or you could I was just checking there because my screen share has frozen, and I was just checking the video is still going, and it is. Or you can fold it back. So on this one, as you can see, I folded it back. Okay. Oh, it seems to be catching up with me now. It's going to be a huge delay, which makes it not that useful, to be honest. So there we go. So that is the way that is. And then I folded that forward to create that there. Okay, so that is the basic way that you fold. So you fold in half. Let's open them all up and we'll just go over it again. So you take your sheet, you fold in half. You fold up, fold the first one down in a triangle, you fold the triangle down at the second one, you fold a triangle in the third one and a triangle in the fourth one. And then if you want to, you can fold that up. And I quite like the way that wording's sort of gone, although a lot of this will be covered up. Okay, if you want it so that this is the right way up, then you need to fold it, you need to have it upside down, but I haven't done it that way, so I might do two, and then you can see the difference there. So you can ink around the edges if you want to give that sort of nice aged look, and I quite like that colour. That kind of looks a little bit, maybe a bit soft suedey. Let's have a little skeg. Let me get my little daubers. That's my soft suede one. So yeah, I think that's going quite nicely on it. Don't have to ink, and it would all be a lot quicker if I didn't, but what's the fun in that? I don't craft to make quick things. I craft to spend time and enjoy myself. So there we go. That's it, sort of inked. So I am not going to cover these because I like the writing. But on this one, I did cover sort of each of the surfaces. I might cover this one. Thinking about it, I might have been better off having that the right way up. But hey ho, I haven't done it and it's too late. But I might cover that one with a bit of a nice illustration. That's the word I was trying to think of. A nice illustration from the book. He's quite nice there. I might. So this is where I'm going to try and pull. And we've got that nice little thing up there. So I could cover that bit with that bit. So I might just rip it. I'm going to keep the month intact because I say if I do end up doing some sort of journal, I quite like having the months like that. Right, so I want that to go under there. So we need to take some of that off. I do actually quite like a little bit of ripping down the side. There we go. Right, so we need to come down a bit if we want that to be in. I might fold that up a little bit more, in fact. So let me see more of the flower. I want to keep the flower's name in. And that would fit quite nicely on there. I quite like the fact that I've got a bit of tram lines there. So we need to take a little bit more off the bottom. And that's ready to go on there. So we've got a little bit of decoration on there. And we'll just fold that back again. So these I will keep because they'll be nice for little clusters, and so I'm going to keep all my Edith Holden book things together so that I've got them on hand for making things. So ink around these, and you can see how that colour goes really well, I think, with the colour of the script. A bit more of a thinking there. think that goes really well. I might put a little bit of lace along there. Got this. I've got this lace, just Stampin' Up lace, which I think is really pretty, and I think works well with this. So I'm just gonna cut it there. Just a few scallops across there. I think that'll work nicely. Take that then up on my shelf. I think we'll have a little bit of inking on it. Bringing this, you see I've been doing a purple project, as you can see from this. I'm not doing a how-to, I'm just making it, and I'll do a flick through of my purple project. There, quite like that. Now it stands out a bit more. Yep. Lovely. So, need a little bit of Fabutac for and I can't see it. Cannot see it at all. Oh well. That's a strange one. Oh well, I've got this one, which I don't think is as good, but needs must. So a little bead of that along there. That on there, not straight. There we go. And I probably will put a little bit of something on top of that, but for now that is fine. And I just glue that in place. This is colour glue. Which has been not used all weekend, so could probably do with sticking something down there. I think we'll be good to go now. Yeah. I find Carlisle's really good. You just basically peel off any dried stuff and out it comes. It doesn't need a pin, you know, a permanent pin. It just works. There was me saying, oh, I really need the name on it, and then I go and cover it with some ribbon. There we go. So what I'm going to do is glue down these edges. So glue down these flaps, glue down the back flap, Collall takes a little bit to stick. There we go, and then glue down this flap. I'm going to put an eyelet in there. So I've got my crocodile. I think I'm going to put a little eyelet So it's easy to do this when it's not glued down. So there's the hole. Could have done that a little bit further in, but it's done now. Now I can do about it. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to go for one of these green ones. I think that'll pick out that colour right nice. So put that in there. Change that to the little one. So that's held down there like that, and then what I'm going to do is put a bit of glue in this top area. Got quite a lot in there. Got quite a lot more than I actually intended. Oh dear. Give that a wipe to get the oozing out. So that will hold it nice and fast. So we got a bit of a tuck there. And then we need to glue these edges down. So I'm going to get my smaller applicator. So I can do a thin bead. This is also Carlisle. It's also been left with its lid off, but that's from this morning. I was doing a little bit this morning. Just playing with a little bit that was left on my desk from crafting before we went away. So that's that. So now we need a bead up there and a bead up there to finish that off. So that's those bits. I'm just looking at that thinking I might want a different colour on there. So I've got this is the bronze stamping blends. These are alcohol markers. So I might just colour a bit. On this eyelet, so it's not quite so bright yellow. Oh, drop that. So I want to put something on there. Sometimes I've got little bits lying about from previous projects. Look at that. Got to be kind. It's not quite the colour I want. Oh look, a snowman. Oh. Quite like that little butterfly. What I might do is take my soft suede, and although it's got another colour on it, I might go over it. With this one. So it's sticking with the, though I do like Be Kind. Let's have a little look. Made these for a different project, which is on my YouTube channel. Doesn't say Be Kind at all, does it? It says kind. Quite like that as well. quite easy to just ink blend over what you've already done. Put that on there and that one up there. Oh, now we're cooking on gas, Jez. So, oh, look at that. You can see my desk underneath. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. So this was made out of book pages, and the bit in the middle is the brown paper off a cardboard box. Okay, stick that on. So these were double layer of paper. So that's me pocket. And you can make some journaling cards. So this was a book page doubled over, I just die cut it. So some quite nice size pockets there. And a little tuck spot up there if you want it, and a little secret hidden bit there if you want it. So that would look quite nice on a page. Oh, there's a page. There's a page. Don't know why that's in my scrap box. I used to dig that one out. So this was a layout I did, which I didn't do a video on. Got some scraps stuck up there. Oh well, you can't see it now. So that was a double page. You have that on one side and that on the other. Ready to have some tags going in. That was me playing with gesso and stamping. So these are tags all ready to be decorated at some point. And then we've got a pocket at the back, which would probably fit two in. So that is how it could potentially look there on a page. So I really like these little corner pockets, and I will be making more of them. Depending on what size paper you start with, would depend on the size of the pockets that you end up with. But yeah, nice, easy little projects. You can make loads up, leave them plain, and then decorate them as you need them for your projects. So there we go. So that's my first bit of playing with Edith Holden paper. It's only taken me a year, and when did I buy my first one? In lockdown, when lockdown started in March of 2020. So yeah, a little over a year to finally get one stuck in. Well, it's about time. I've got loads now, haven't I? So hope you enjoyed that, and I will look forward to seeing you again next Wednesday for another junk journaling episode in this series. And then you can look forward to some Stampin' Up projects coming out on Friday and Sunday and Tuesday. Yes, that's when I do them. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye.